In today's fast-paced world, navigation has become an essential part of our daily lives, and leading the way is Google Maps, a powerful tool that not only gets you from point A to point B, but also offers a treasure trove of features that can make your navigation experience smarter and more efficient. Join us as we dive into a comprehensive tour of some of the most clever Google Maps settings that everyone should be using. Hello everyone, and welcome to another SDM Foundation Tech Talk. Today we're taking an in-depth look at Google Maps and the incredible features it offers to make your journey smoother and more enjoyable. Let's explore. First things first, have you ever found yourself in a dead zone with no internet connectivity? Fret not, Google Maps allows you to download maps for offline use. If we tap on our profile icon here in the top right next to the microphone, it brings up a list of options like being able to switch which account we're on, a variety of other things, one of which is offline maps. And so when we do that, it gives us the ability to download the map, so that even if we are offline, we would still have access to the map. And so once this is finished downloading, I would be able to still navigate even if I were to turn off cellular and Wi-Fi. Whether you're traveling abroad or just in an area with a weak signal, offline maps can be a true lifesaver. Let's also make sure that we're always heading in the right direction. You can set Google Maps to always keep the map facing north regardless of the direction you're actually moving. So if we once again click on our icon in the top right, and then go to Settings and Navigation. You scroll down a little bit to Map Display, and we can turn on Keep Map North. No more turning and twisting the map, it stays oriented just like a traditional paper map. Want to keep your location searches private? Google Maps offers an incognito mode just like your web browser. Once again, to turn that on, we're going to go up to our icon in the top right. Then you can see the first option in this list here is turn on incognito mode. And as it says here, when incognito mode is on, maps on this device will not save your browser or search history in your account or send notifications. It will not update your location history or shared location, if any, or use your activity to personalize maps. And now you can see that instead of our icon in the top right, we have the incognito mode icon. And this ensures that our location will be private and that nothing will be saved to the account while we're in this mode. Another privacy feature is the ability to pause your location history. If you'd like more control over what location data is stored, you are able to pause or turn off your location history. And to do this, we once again tap on the icon in the top right, then go to your timeline. And here you can see our location history is already off. And that is something that we could toggle if we choose to. As you can see, On this device, we currently can't do that because of some other settings that would need to be changed. But it is worthwhile to check and see what yours is set up as, and then to customize it the way you see fit. So the next feature we're going to talk about is a bit different. It's about adding multiple stops to one trip. So let's say you're planning a road trip with multiple destinations. Google Maps can handle that seamlessly. So let's say that we know that we are going to go to Whole Foods in Melrose. So we'll get directions there. And let's go ahead and add a stop. So all I did was choose an initial location, hit directions, and now I'm on this screen where it's showing the different paths that I could take. But if I click on these three dots up here in the top right, next to where it says your location, it gives me this list where I'm able to add a stop. And this stop, in this case, would be after Whole Foods, but I can make it before by using the three lines at the edges of these locations to move around which one is first or second. So let's just have Whole Foods be second, and first let's go to CVS. Alright, and so that puts it right there on the trip. And how about after Whole Foods, we'll head back to the SDM Foundation. And so now it knows where we want to go and in the order that we want to go there. So hitting start takes us into this mode here, and after each stop it would show us the next stop that we want to go to. So we're about 0.2 miles from CVS, just down the road, and if we were to head there, then it would tell us to go to our next stop, which is Whole Foods, and then finally back to SDM, our current location, as the third stop. So I'm sure this has happened to people besides just me, but have you ever been engrossed in something and forget to leave on time? Google Maps can send you a gentle reminder. And to set the reminder, all we have to do is enter a destination like we usually would. So we can go ahead and just do Whole Foods again, click on directions, and then pull up and scroll down, and then hit remind you to leave on time, which then allows us when we want to depart at or arrive by. So we can either choose when we want to leave or when we want to arrive, and either way, based on the current traffic and Google's estimation of how long it will take to get there, you will get an appropriately timed reminder. So let's say I wanted to arrive there at 4:12 p.m. So it would remind me to leave by 3:50 to arrive there at 4:12 p.m. Then I can hit set reminder, and that's exactly what it would do. But I'm going to hit cancel because I'm not going to Whole Foods using the work phone. The next feature we're going to look at is the ability to change the vehicle icon. If you're tired of having the same old blue navigation arrow when you're actually, on a trip, that is something that you can change or customize. To change the vehicle icon, what we want to do is make sure that we are on a journey. So we have already started the trip, or at least entered a fake trip so that we can see the blue arrow icon, and then we're able to tap on it and choose between the different options there. And that is how you would change it back or to something different as well. A little way to add some personality to your journey. So this next feature might not apply to everyone, but it's certainly useful for those who have electric vehicles. You are able to apply or input the type of plugs and charging stations that you use, so that Google Maps will integrate that into your journey and make sure that you are always within your range and able to get to a charging station before running out. So to turn that on, we have to make sure that our engine type is set to electric or potentially hybrid as well. So once we have already determined that our car is an electric vehicle, we can then go once again back up to settings. So we click on our icon, tap on settings, scroll down, and go to electric vehicle settings. So I already set it up to choose a plug from Tesla, but as you can see, there are a variety of other electrical chargers that you can set as your preferred or compatible plug. And that will then allow you to see specifically those charging stations. If you were to search for EV charging station, as you can see here, all we have are Tesla superchargers, because I chose Tesla as the plug type. And this also works if we were to start a trip and then want to add something like an EV charging station. We search for that. And hopefully in a moment, ruh-roh, Google hit an error. But that happens sometimes. So I'm guessing that it is not going to work if we try it again. However, most of the time it should work just like it does when we searched here for an EV charging station. Need to keep someone updated on your whereabouts? Google Maps lets you share your live location. So if we start a trip, for example, to Montreal, get directions, hit start, then we are on a trip. And if we swipe up to get more options, we have shared trip progress. And if we tap on that, it brings up a small list here that you can scroll through. That is your contacts, and then eventually we'll have a more option
that would allow you to choose all of your contacts. And the first time you do it, Google Maps will ask for access to your contacts. I'll go ahead and say allow for now, and then that gives us a whole bunch more contacts. So you would be able to instantly choose one and have them receive the same data that your GPS is displaying, which allows them to know when you'll be arriving. Very similar to how you can see when your Uber is going to be there or some delivery services, things like that. So not only will Google Maps help you get there, but also helps you discover local gems. So even if we were to just choose an area in the map and then swipe up a little bit, we've got some scenic photography as well as some popular things that you might be needing to input into your GPS in the area, like restaurants, hotels, gas, groceries, parks, coffee, and attractions. There's also a breakdown of nearby hotels, their price ranges, as well as the weather. And you can expand on these either by looking for more hotels or seeing what other things to do that you're able to search for. But this is a very useful feature for traveling to a new area. Next up, we're going to cover a few features that are also found in settings that may or may not apply to you because they're a bit more specific in nature, but they're good to know about so you know the type of options you have. So some of you might sometimes run into some sort of video on Google Maps that starts to automatically play, but if we go into settings and then video settings, we can turn autoplay off so that that won't happen. Another thing to take note of is that in settings, you can also turn on dark mode or set it to be the same as your device setting. So if your device is normally in dark mode, you can have it set to match. We also have the ability to manage preferences, such as dietary requirements for restaurants and whether you're interested or not interested in various different recommendations. Next, we also have notifications. So you might be getting notifications that you do not want from Google Maps, and for us, we don't even have them giving notifications at all. So to do that, we'd have to go to settings as a whole and then change notifications here. And now that little message is away, and I can customize exactly what things will give me a notification. And as you can see, Google would prefer that it would be everything that happens notifies you, but you can make it so it's only the things that you actually care about. So once again, in settings, we can go up to navigation, and there are a few different things in here to customize for your benefit. This is where you customize your entire experience using Google Maps. So if you want to have maps come through a regular Bluetooth connection, or if you prefer it to come through as if it's a call on the car, maybe one of those works better, or maybe your car can only handle a certain kind. Being able to use OK Google, because Siri won't work when using Google Maps, what your music playback would be. So, if you hit that, you're able to choose from the different apps that you might be able to play music from, so that you could listen to navigation as well as music. You're able to turn on things for your route, like if you'd like to avoid highways, tolls, or ferries. You can turn on or off the ability to prefer fuel-efficient routes. We already went over the ability to choose the engine type. Being able to see the toll prices on the map, as well as things like further customizing, the actual display of the map, like, how we set it to keep north. We can have it show the speed limits, what color scheme we would like it to be, whether it's the daytime or nighttime, or if it will switch between the two. If we want it to save our parking location, however, this would require locations to be set to always on, so that it could actually do its job there. And then finally, the ability to also put on detailed voice guidance for when you're using Google Maps to walk around. One of our Melrose High School interns, Gus, shows us in the following video how he might use Google Maps to explore where different locations are and how long it would take to get there. Thanks, Gus, for creating this video for us. And thank you for watching another SDM Tech Talk.
My guys, today I'll teach you how to use Google Maps. Very simple. You type in Google, or Google Maps will come up for you. Teach you how to get to search page. For example, first thing I'll teach you how to get to Magic Kingdom at Disney. Directions to your location, starting point. So you get here by car, 20 hours, 2 days you train, 3 hours if you fly, 6 days if you bike, 19 days if you walk. Next location if you want to travel. Go all the way across the sea. Now you want to see your side. It's a 7-hour flight if you fly from Boston to London Airport, London. The next one will take you to Toronto, Canada. The starting location. 1 hour by flight, 2 days by bike, 7 days by walking, 16 hours by train, 8 hours by car. Alright. Next, places for example is to Australia. Want to go to Sydney, Australia? It takes you 22 hours to Sydney, Australia. That's very long. Alright, another location you want to go to, Las Vegas. Want to go to Las Vegas? Show your location. 44 hours by driving, 3 days by train, 37 days by walking, 11 days by bike, 6 hours if you fly there. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Your location. 7 hours by flying, 33 hours by car, 2 days by train, 30 days by walking, 9 days by bike to get there. Now we go the Bahamas. The Bahamas. Your starting location. 3 hours to get there by plane in the Bahamas. We go Washington D.C. Or District of Columbia. 1 hour by by plane, 7 hours by car, 8 hours by train, 7 days by walking, 2 days by bike. Next, going to Philadelphia. 1 hour by flying, 5 hours by car, 6 hours by transit, 4 hours by walking, 1 hour, 1 day by biking. Go to New Haven, Connecticut. 2 hours by driving, 3 hours by train, 2 days by walking, 15 hours by bike, by flying. Go to Provincetown. 5 hours by biking, 17 hours by walking, 2 hours by transportation, 1 hour by driving. One more. You want to get to Provincetown, Cape Cod. Okay. You get there 2 hours by car, 6 hours by walking, 4 hours by biking, and 4 hours by transportation. The final location you want to travel to. You want to travel to San Francisco. It's just San Francisco. Okay. 13 hours, 46 hours by driving, 3 days by transfer, 41 days, 40, hold on a second, 41 days by walking, 12 days by bike. Oh, yes, teach you how to use transportation. Okay, and bye.